Cole Palmer. City's boy is Chelsea's man! Jackson scores!
Guys, it's your brother Ogs. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Manchester City against Chelsea Football Club this weekend for the Premier League match week 25, and this is my build-up video slash lineup or early lineup, because I'm gonna wait until Friday to make my final predictions after the press conference. You never know, with Chelsea anything is possible. We might have more injuries, or we might have some players back from injury. If you want to help the channel, very simple, click the like button and subscribe. Thank you.
Here we go.
If I ask you an honest question, forget about banter, forget about bragging right. Chelsea are bigger than Manchester City. We are Chelsea. Blah, blah, blah. Just be a football fan. Between Manchester City and Chelsea Football Club right now, what team is better?
You're so funny.
Manchester City are world champions. They are champions of Europe. They won UEFA Super Cup. Chelsea, what have we won in the last couple of seasons? Nothing, right? So, if you are honest enough, you will understand that we can't always live in the past the way we used to be, the way we beat Manchester City in the final of the Champions League and all the blah, blah, blah. We have to know our place. We are 10th, or we are 11th, or we are 14th. This season been that way, and that is our level. Be honest with yourself and admit it, because if you don't admit our level and you still deluded that we are Chelsea of 3 years ago, my friend, we are not going to do anything.
What?
This is not me putting Chelsea down. This is being realistic and telling the truth. Because if I said Chelsea are better than Manchester City, and we have hard time even to fit one Chelsea player in the starting 11 or of Manchester City, or the combined 11. If we do a combined 11 right now, what Chelsea player is gonna get in that Manchester City team? Think about it. You can push a little bit and include somebody like Cole Palmer, or I don't know, Enzo Fernandez, but De Bruyne is there, and you have Phil Foden. That tells you everything you want to know. But a game of football is played in 90 minutes and anything can still happen. I've seen Chelsea winning games with only 20% possession. I've seen Chelsea under Antonio Conte beating Manchester City away, Willian and Diego Costa. Out of the blue, we beat them. I've seen a lot. Thomas Tuchel beating them in the final of the Champions League, and that season we beat them 3 times and nobody gave us a chance. So football is football, but not every single day you're gonna be lucky. You might be lucky for one season.
Who the hell cares?
In struggling with a lot of injuries this season, everybody knows about it. Minimum is 8 injuries by game since the beginning of the season. And I still even remember one time where Chelsea had 14 injuries. But for some reason, you can't say it. You can't complain about it because you are giving excuses. You spent 1 billion, quote unquote, so you have to always find solutions. I have the impression that even if the whole 1 billion players got injured, all of them in the hospital, some geniuses are going to tell you, find solutions because you spent 1 billion. That's the way it is. But when it comes to, other teams, Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, they have 2 injuries. It's a big crisis. And everybody feels sorry for them. Journalists, pundits, coaches, all of them will feel sorry for other teams that got 2 or 3 injuries. Only Chelsea don't have the right to tell the truth or state fact. For Chelsea, they are excuses. But for other teams, they are fact.
It's an absolute disgrace.
By the time of recording, let me remind you some players that come through my mind who are injured at the moment. Thiago Silva, Reece James, Leslie Ugochukwu, Robert Sanchez, Wesley Fofana, Marc Cucurella, Badiashile. On top of that, we don't know what is happening with Levi Colwill. The last game against Crystal Palace, he came on, but he struggled after a very bad tackle. So it's 50-50. And you never know who else is going to get injured because Chelsea don't need to play games in order to get injuries. They got injured watching TV, walking the dog outside. Anything really. Like the kind of injuries that Chelsea got is just ridiculous. Malo Gusto was taken off apparently for precaution. Apparently he felt something and it's not that big. But when was the last time a Chelsea player said that and came back immediately the next game? It's always the worst case scenario. A knock is 4 months out. Oh, it's just for precaution. Oh, it's not that big. The next thing you know, 6 months out. Fingers crossed that we can recover certain players because we really need them.
Best ability is availability, and availability leads to reliability. And if you ain't available, you ain't reliable.
Another question that I have for you, my friend. Let's be honest. We have a small squad, a young squad with a lot of injuries at the moment. So if you have to prioritize between winning the Carabao Cup or getting 3 points against Manchester City, what would be your choice? I know, we are Chelsea. We're supposed to go for everything and win every single trophy. But that is being deluded. At the moment, we don't have the capacity for that.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Just admit it. Winning a trophy or try to win 3 points that it's almost impossible to win against Manchester City. Everybody knows about it. You know about it, even if you're not going to accept it. But right now, Manchester City are way better than Chelsea Football Club. And City got some injuries. The last time in the Champions League, apparently Jack Grealish got a knock. Phil Foden got a knock. And I forgot some other players that people said got knocks. But they might recover. They are so strong. They have very strong first team and the bench. So it's not even a problem for them. They won in the Champions League away 3-1 convincingly. They have enough time to recover before the Chelsea game. So they are way better than us. So Chelsea need to prioritize something here. When we play against Manchester City, we have to keep an eye open on the Liverpool game at Wembley. If we lose against Manchester City, people will understand. All right? It's not like we're going to accept the defeat because we are Chelsea. We have to keep our pride and all that. We have to go for it. But let's be realistic. Let's not be deluded here. Everybody is talking about Chelsea losing at Manchester City. So we already lost on paper. So we have nothing to lose anymore. Therefore, we have to make some intelligent changes during this game to keep some players fresh for the final of the Carabao Cup at Wembley against Liverpool. Think about it. So I am really tempted to leave people like Cole Palmer out, Jackson out, Ben Chilwell out. Even if Malo Gusto is fit, I'm tempted to leave him out and play the so-called second team against Manchester City. But the second team doesn't mean they are bad players. You know, it could be an opportunity for them to show Pochettino that, hey, I can do it. It's always a lose-lose situation, though. Let's say if we keep some players and then we go to Manchester City, we got smashed. We play against Liverpool and we lose the final of the Carabao Cup. So people will always ask questions. Why did you do this or you didn't do that? So it's a lose-lose situation. The end of the day, you have to win in order to get any kind of credit. I don't want to be in Mauricio Pochettino's place right now. It's a headache. It means a lot, that trophy. And Manchester City, even if you beat them, it's not going to change your position on the table. You're not going to qualify all of a sudden to top 4 and make it to the Champions League next season. So we have to choose our battle here, right? Choose your battle. Choose your fight. What is best for you in that particular moment?
Fight and win!
This is my temporarily starting 11 against Manchester City. I say temporarily because we have to wait until the press conference on Friday and I have to make up my mind, about what should I do. Ben Chilwell, man, I don't want to risk him, but we have nobody from the left back position, and we let Jan Madsen go. Surprise. And then if Levi Colwill is going to be fit, he needs to be there because we have no choice. Badiashile is not there, so Colwill needs to force himself into the team. Disasi, of course, he needs to be there. He needs to provide a little bit of height. And from the right back position, I am tempted to go with Trevoh Chalobah. In goal, of course, Petrovic. In the midfield, we don't have any choice. It should be Moises Caicedo, who was struggling the last time. I don't know if he's okay, but Caicedo, Gallagher, and Enzo. We have to keep the dynamic. And in front, I'm tempted to go with Raheem Sterling, Cole Palmer. Yeah, even Cole Palmer said we have to give him rest, or probably put Noni Madueke there. You have nothing to lose against City. Keep your star boy, Cole Palmer, fresh for the game against Liverpool. You don't want him to get injured. But like I said, this is temporarily, all right? So Cole Palmer need to be there. And from number 9/false 9 position, I will go with Christopher Nkunku. Score prediction, or early or temporarily score prediction. I think we're going to draw this game. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. Christopher Nkunku to score. Disasi. Disasi is going to score. I put Raheem Sterling there because the last time we played at Stamford Bridge, he was very, very good against his former club.